There are a lot of best-selling new releases at Sephora right now. Many are similar to each other, making it hard to decide which might be worth it for you. So today I'm sharing my thoughts on some of these new releases that I've tried and who I think they would be best suited for to hopefully help you decide which might be worth it for you. Welcome back to my channel. Welcome if you're new, and let's go ahead and get into it. I'll have links below to all the products that I'm sharing in today's video, as I always do. I love doing these Sephora videos periodically because we all shop there. I'm excited to partner with Sephora for today's video to share products I would already be sharing with you. They've been a big supporter of my channel for a long time, so thank you to them yet again. I'll also have a link to Sephora's Beauty Insider program down below. It's free to join and it gives you access to various perks throughout the year, like a birthday gift during your birthday month, which I'll have access to in August, and periodic sales and events throughout the year. So I'm going to start with what's on my eyes right now. This is new. Well, these are all new from Makeup by Mario. This is the Master Matte's Long Wearing Cream Eyeshadow. The shade I bought is Chestnut, which is a matte mid-toned brown. I sheared it out quite a bit today. The application clip, you're going to see it's a bit more opaque and then blended out at the edges. This is designed to be a product that you can apply very quickly and not have to worry about it all day. It's supposed to remain budge proof, crease proof, and just give you a completed look very quickly and very easily. So you can apply this directly with the wand and blend it out with your finger or a brush. I sort of prefer my finger, the pressure of my finger to blend these out. These do set pretty quickly, so I advise applying and blending out one eye before moving on to the next. I've also applied the product to my finger and then blended it out with my finger that way instead of applying the wand directly to my eye. Play around with these and decide which way you prefer. Now, they say you don't need a primer with these. That is, in my opinion, going to depend on the oiliness of your eyelids and the climate you live in. If you live somewhere like I do here in New Orleans, where it's hot most of the year and humid all year long, especially right now, we are in the peak summer months, so I'm able to really give makeup products a really good test right now. You know, you may need a primer. So I actually can get several hours out of this without a primer, but eventually I do start to get some creasing right around here. That's not a big deal for me. I do not mind throwing a primer underneath any one and done eyeshadow I wear. When I wear a primer under these, they wear flawlessly all day long, even in heat and humidity. I kind of see this as being the liquid version of Merit Solo, except you can build up the opacity of this a little bit more. If you like those types of products and a matte look, I think you'll like this. It doesn't exaggerate texture or fine lines. It gives a very smooth look, and I like it. I have dry, textured under eyes with fine lines, and if you're a subscriber of mine, you know how much I swear by and love Pat McGrath Under Eye Setting Powder. It smooths, it's finely milled, it's just a beautiful sheer powder that doesn't make my under eyes look dry or textured the way a lot of under eye setting powders do. I use it either in light, which looks white, or the pink shade. So before Pat McGrath existed, and before we had all of these under eye powder options available to us like we do now, the one that was on the market was Laura Mercier's Secret Brightening Under Eye Powder, and it was my holy grail. It was just replaced over the years. I just sort of stopped using it. Well, she just launched 4 new brightening color correcting shades, and I picked up Soft Pink, big surprise there. It doesn't look like she changed the formula in any way, and it's infused with her light reflecting pearls that were in the original white shade, and also the, what does she say, the perfectly calibrated color correcting pigments. So I actually really like this. Have I forgotten how much I like? Okay, my dog is starting to bark. Hang on. We're back. Everything's fine. False alarm. So I've really been enjoying this. I've been using it every day since I got it. It's not overly brightening. It looks really natural. It's sheer and smoothing. My under eyes stay set all day. I don't get drier as the day goes on. It's a really beautiful powder. I'm wondering if I just forgot how much I enjoyed the original white translucent shade, or if something's changed with my under eyes to where this is just more compatible for me now. I don't know. Now, I'm not saying this has replaced my beloved Pat McGrath, but you know, that pink shade of Pat McGrath is always out of stock. And so this is a really great backup option. I am really liking it. If you do get this, I have a pro tip not to peel the sticker off. I just poked 4 of these holes out with a safety pin, and that allows me to shake the right amount out without it getting too messy. Since powders are her thing, I would think she would have some kind of really great sifter mechanism at this point. Maybe someday. Anyway, I wanted to give you an update on this because I am really, really liking this. Saie has launched a new setting powder. This is the Slip Tint Undetectable Baked Setting Powder. I have it in shade 1, which is translucent. There are 5 shades. It's talc-free, and it is a very lightweight powder with a sheen, a glow, a radiance, which I do believe that you can see here on the back of my hand. This is supposed to invisibly set your makeup for up to 8 hours while it hydrates, smooths, and blurs your skin and gives your skin a skin-like radiant finish. So if you are someone that likes a glowy finish to your setting powder, then you will really, really like this. And I would say if you have dry skin, this might be a setting powder that really works for you. When I set my foundation with this, it didn't give it that set feeling. There was still a slight stickiness, tackiness to my face. It just didn't really feel set down. Keep in mind that I have a combination oily skin that's normal around the perimeter and can be dry in those areas, but I get some shine in the center of my face. So I don't typically gravitate towards glowy setting powders. What I like this for is a finishing powder after my makeup is fully complete. It doesn't really give any coverage. It just gives that sort of lit from within candlelit glow effect. This is actually the type of powder that I look for when I look for a finishing powder. I do have videos on finishing powders if you're confused about setting powders, blotting powders, finishing powders. I actually use this as a finishing powder today after I completed my makeup. I don't usually do that before filming because I don't like to look too glowy on camera because sometimes it translates as oily because of the bright lights that eliminate shadows so that you can actually see me. But I think you can sort of see the glowy effect. I don't think we're in oily looking territory yet. I don't know, you tell me in the comments. But I do want to enforce that if you have combination or oily skin and you want to use this either as a setting powder or as a finishing powder, to use a very light layer, because I found if I go in with too much, if I layer it too much, that glow, that sheen builds up really quickly. This is the brush too, by the way. This is the all over powder brush. It's really nice for not just powder, for bronzer too. Really like this brush. Okay, we have a few blushes to talk about. I know that's a big shock, but we have the blush that I have on. We have the Dior Powder and Stick Blush, the Charlotte Tilbury Stick Blush, and then 3 new shades from Kosås. This is one of my favorite formulas. So let's just talk about all of these really quickly. This is probably the least new out of all of these, but I took a while to break down and finally get it. I kept thinking I didn't need it, but I kept seeing everybody rave about it, and now I know what they were raving about. So if you've been on the fence about these new-ish YSL Make Me Blush powder blushes, just do it. Oh my God, this is such a great formula. The shade that I have on is Restless Rose. This is one of the 4 satin shades. There are also 4 mattes that you can pick from. And when I say I was really skeptical when I opened this up because I saw the shimmer, the glimmer in this, and I immediately thought this is going to pick up every little bit of my crow's feet out here, every pore. It doesn't. It flatters, it blurs, it smooths, and it blends out so quickly like a dream. You would think you would have to dip into this shade 4 or 5 times to get pigment. Nope, just once. I don't have to tap off my brush, and it's just beautiful. This is actually what I wanted NARS Orgasm to be. This is what I wanted it to be on me. I am reaching for this constantly. It's a beautiful spring and summer shade, and I actually want to get more shades of this. I love it. This is going to be at the top of my powder blush pile, I can already tell you. Now, I didn't intentionally get 2 very similar shades in these blushes, but it actually probably worked out well for this video. So the Unreal Healthy Glow Blush Stick from Charlotte Tilbury, Beauty, I got in shade Rosy Glow, and I got the Dior Rosy Glow blush stick in Rosewood. I also got the powder blush in the same shade. So both of these glide on your skin like butter. They just glide on beautifully. Now, I don't notice a scent from the Charlotte Tilbury blush stick at all. There is this sweet kind of minty scent to the Dior blush stick that I just notice when it's open in front of me. I don't notice it when it's on my cheeks. They're both very creamy, hydrating, blendable, buildable, all the things that you want in a cream blush stick. I find both of these to be. And both of these are nice and glowy. They give a natural, dewy, lit from within, radiant glow. Now, if you want a blush stick that is going to give you more pigment right off the bat, Charlotte Tilbury would be the way to go. And I feel like it applies really well either directly over foundation or over powder. For some reason, I prefer the Dior blush stick a bit, did I just say shtick? Stick a bit more over powder. I don't know why. I feel like it applies a little bit better over powder, and I feel like both wear really nicely throughout the day. Dior might wear a little bit longer actually, but just a little bit. They're both really, really nice. So it really just depends on if you want a more subtle, buildable type of blush, if you want to be able to go from really sheer, sort of natural looking and build from there, or if you want a little bit more pigment and then sheer it out. It's not too pigmented though. It doesn't start out way overboard. Neither one has been patchy. They've both applied, blended, and worn really well. This one gives me a little bit more versatility and there's no scent. I think this one wears a little bit longer, but you know, they both do wear well. Kind of lean a little bit more towards Dior. That's a personal preference, but I really do like them both. And you know, one thing about the Dior that I want to mention about the stick and the powder blush is that it's got that pH activating technology where it's supposed to adapt to your skin's pH and give you sort of a custom color. So it does have that too. So I was really anxious to try the Rosy Glow powder blush reformulation because I had two shades in the previous formula. And instead of giving light color payoff like the previous formula, this new one is supposed to give you medium color payoff. And I do agree with that. It is very buildable and you can build it up much quicker. I'm glad that I went for Rosewood instead of the pink shade because I have at this point quite a few bubblegum pink blushes, so I just felt like I didn't need to go for that shade again. This is a very airy type of blush. It looks very, very natural and it gives sort of a watercolor effect to your face. Now, if I had to choose between Dior and YSL, I am going with YSL. I am in love with this formula. Okay, now we have to talk about the three newest, these deep, rich shades in this Kosås Blushes Life line. This is another one of my favorite blush formulas. If I could have every shade in this blush formula, I would. There's one shade that I reach for constantly. I'll have to put it here on the screen. It's downstairs at my vanity because I reach for it all the time. Now, when I first saw these, I was a little bit intimidated because they are so vibrant and deep. If you have a deep or tan, dark skin tone, I think you will love these shades. I definitely didn't think they would work on my light medium skin tone, but I was actually pleasantly surprised. I don't need much. I use a fluffy, loosely packed brush, and because of how flawless and effortless these blushes apply, they just glide on so beautifully anyway. These work too. I love these even on my skin tone, and I just think these are no-brainers if you have tan to dark skin. This is a formula I think everyone should own at least one blush of because it gives you that beautiful lit from within glow with no glitter whatsoever. It's just beautiful. The shine on my face is always way more pronounced on camera than it is in person. It's just the way it works with these harsh lights. And as I was sitting here blotting, I realized I wanted to share my foundation combo with you because it's one I reach for in the summer a lot when I want my makeup to last all day but not be too matte, but be flattering and just look natural and pretty. So I mix Estee Lauder Double Wear. I wear shade Buff. I use probably about 2/3 Double Wear and 1/3 roughly Fenty Pro Filter Soft Matte. The Fenty adds a bit of shine control to Double Wear. And then of course, Double Wear just gives all day, all night longevity. It's just a really great combo that I reach for a lot that I don't think I've shared before. So there's that. I know that was completely random. Was it the mini spoon that pushed me over the edge with this brand new limited edition Laneige Baskin Robbins lip sleeping mask in rainbow sherbet? Maybe, but I had to get it. This is brand new. It just dropped. And as soon as it did, I ordered it online and got same day delivery. So it was at my doorstep yesterday. I've used it several times since, but this product in general is not new to me. I mean, I've had several different scents of lip sleeping masks throughout the years. So I did apply this over a lip stain that I'm going to talk about here in a minute. There are 3 shades in here kind of swirled together, and it looks like it has a pink tint to it when it's swatched on the back of my hand, but when it's just over my bare lips, it just looks pretty clear. Now, it does have a fruity rainbow sherbet scent to it, but I don't get that taste from it. It just tastes like nothing. So if you like a sweet taste to your lip products, kind of like the Ole Henriksen Pout Reserve Peptide, whatever the official name is, one of my favorite products. The strawberry scent in particular, I love the way it tastes like natural strawberries and smells that way too. They just launched a peach flavor, by the way, which I ordered. It wasn't available locally for me to order it online and pick it up or do same day delivery, but it is on its way to me. It's being shipped. I can't wait to try it. I feel like peach is going to be really, really good. If it's a natural peach like the strawberry is, my fingers are crossed. But if you're expecting a flavor plus a scent, I'm not getting that. Just the scent when I apply it, and then I don't notice it under my nose after or anything like that. But this is a fun little product. I would love it if there was some way to keep this attached somehow. I'm scared I'm going to lose it. So I need to have a home base for this because this is just too cute. I seem to be one of the very few people who actually likes the Huda Beauty lip contour stains. I wasn't expecting to because I really, really disliked the drugstore version of this a lot. I am storing them the way you're supposed to with the tip down. That's how they live on my vanity. Now, I like lip stains in general as long as they don't dry my lips out because the outer perimeter of my lips is more pigmented than the inside. So lip stains allow me to have even pigmentation on my lips, and you know, they just last all day if they're formulated properly, that is. So you do have to work with these pretty quickly, but what I found helps is slightly tilting my head back a little bit so that the ink stays at the bottom and just continues to flow. And I like the tip that you can turn it to be more precise to line your lips if you just want to line or contour with it, or you can turn it to be flat, more like a brush stroke if you want to fill your lips in, which I almost always do. So I'm going to use today as an example. I used the shade Rosewood, which is this middle shade right here. I applied Rosewood. It was at least 7 hours ago. And since that time, I have had on 3 different lip balms, a lip gloss, 2 different lipsticks, and the Laneige sleeping mask. I wiped off several of those to apply something else. I wiped off the lip mask. This is all that's on my lips now, and it is still here. My lips don't feel dry. I find them to be comfortable. They don't bleed. So the top shade here is Baby Pink. It's another shade I like for a very natural look. And the bottom brown shade is Soft Nude. I almost didn't even try this. I sort of went into it with a negative attitude thinking I wasn't going to like it. It was going to come out patchy, but I really like them. Those shades in particular are living downstairs at my vanity, and I can tell you right now, the red one is a stain I will be using when I wear a red lip because I love throwing a red stain under a red lip to help with longevity, and lipstick or whatever you're wearing on top just stays. So this is Dance Floor Princess from Charlotte Tilbury. It's lip liner without wearing an actual lip liner, without actually having another layer of something on your lips. It's just, you know, another option, and your lip products look really pretty over it. So also new from Huda Beauty are these faux filler jelly lip oils that everyone is raving about. I really do like these too. These have really nice ingredients in here to hydrate. There's also peptides, and there are 3 different very sheer shades with different scents. This is the peach one. Now the tints are so sheer, I say just pick a flavor or a scent that you like and go with it. You do get some taste and scent with these. They're comfortable. There is no stickiness whatsoever. They're not too runny. They're just sort of exactly what you want in this type of glossy lip treatment type product. She markets these 2 together to give a specific type of lip look. If you like that look, this would be great. Or you can just wear this alone or over lip liner or whatever, but I've really been liking this. We have a new mineral sunscreen from Tower 28. I'm always excited to try new mineral sunscreens because I have very sensitive skin with rosacea, so my skin does better typically with mineral sunscreens. This is the SOS Face Guard with SPF 30. It's supposed to be great for all skin types. There's a tint to it to eliminate the white cast. It's not to provide any coverage or anything like that, and it has this fluffy, creamy kind of whipped texture, and there are ingredients in here to help strengthen your skin barrier and to calm and soothe your skin as well as hydrate. For me, because it has nice hydrating ingredients in it, this is a great all-in-one moisturizer and sunscreen, so it helps me eliminate a step in the morning. It feels like a nice lightweight moisturizer, and I have had no issues with this pilling under makeup at all. I feel like I've tried a lot of sunscreens this year. Some of them have made the cut and some haven't, and I've been having some good luck with this one. This has also been awarded the seal of acceptance from the National Eczema Association, the National Rosacea Society, and the National Psoriasis Foundation, who clinically test for sensitivity, irritation, and toxicity. I thought that was interesting, so I wanted to include it. I wanted to touch on the Glow Recipe glass balms. These are pretty new, and I have the strawberry one here. I really like this. Now, there has been talk about some of these having some grain or some grit to them, and that they may have had a batch issue and that they re-released it or something like that. The one that I have has no grit, no grain to it at all. I actually love the sort of stained glass look that this scent, this flavor gives. It has nice glassy shine to it. It's supposed to give your lips hydration for up to 12 hours, and it does give my lips really nice hydration and nourishment. The consistency is a bit thinner than Ole Henriksen, but a bit thicker than Summer Fridays. And there are ingredients in here to smooth your lips, promote collagen production, and provide antioxidant protection, and not just hydrate, but help prevent moisture loss too. So I've really been enjoying this and find it smooth and comfortable. I've also been trying out a lot of lip SPF products, trying to find good ones because they're not all created equally. So I have this one here, Cali Ray Lip Guard with SPF 31, and then I have this Hello Sunday with SPF 45. So Hello Sunday is a stick formulation. I got it in Vanilla Cloud. It's sort of a stiff formula, but it applies really nicely. I'd say it has a moderately sheer tint with a velvety texture. It's not too matte, and it doesn't have too much of a sheen either. So this is mineral based in the form of zinc oxide. It gives UVA and UVB broad spectrum protection. It also has vitamin E and moringa oil, so it has ingredients in here that help with moisture and help with your skin barrier, and it helps keep your lips nice and soft. It feels very lightweight and gives a nice tint, and it stays on a nice amount of time, and I don't get any gross SPF scent or taste with this, which is an issue with a lot of SPF lip products. So that brings me to Cali Ray Lip Guard. The shade I got is San O, which is a nude pink. I probably should have picked a little bit of a deeper color. You can't even see that on the back of my hand. But on my lips, it's this kind of milky pale nude pink, and this is also mineral based. It's non-nano zinc oxide, and there are ingredients in here to hydrate, smooth, and nourish. This feels very comfortable and smoothing, and it gives glassy shine and some opacity. This looks and feels like a lip gloss, and it's not sticky at all. Now, when you first pull it out of the tube and when you first apply it, it has kind of a sweet, fruity scent to it, but a little bit later, I do start to get that sunscreen taste when I start eating and drinking. If that doesn't bother you, you will probably like this. I really love the way these look and the way these feel, and I feel like for a gloss product, this lasts a long time, but I do start to get a mild SPF taste. You know, it's not the worst, but it's there. I don't know what it was about this particular Sephora lip favorite set, but as soon as I saw it, I had to grab it. This is the It's Giving Nude Lip set. You get 7 different lip products. Several of these I have never tried before, not just the shade, but the formula. 3 of these are full size, and it's $45. So I think it's a great way to try new lip products. So I'm going to show you what each of these looks like on me. Okay, so I'm going to start with the Laneige Glaze Craze Tinted Lip Serum in Sugar Glaze. I really like this, and I didn't buy these when they first came out because I didn't think I would. I like the way this tastes, the way it feels, and I actually like the little donut applicator. That was one of my big hesitations, and that's a full-size product. Next is the Lawless Forget the Filler Lip Plumping Line Smoothing Gloss in Nudie. And then we have YSL Love Shine Lip Oil Stick in shade 44 Nude Lavalier, which I swear I've had in another formula. I don't remember it being this pink, but I don't think I mind it. This is a little bit cooler than I usually go. I don't know. Let me know what you think in the comments, what you think of any of these shades. And I have no idea why I never tried these Makeup Forever Super Boost lip glosses. This is in Wherever Walnut. I really, really like this formula. I see what everybody was raving about now. And this is a full-size House Labs PhD Hybrid Lip Glaze in the shade Cocoa. It's a little deeper than a shade I would normally buy for myself, but I don't think I hate it. And this is the Tarte Maracuja Juicy Lip Plumping Oil in Cinnamon, which is a little bit deeper than what I would go for. This formula is fine. It's not my favorite in the set, but that's what these sets are for, is to find what you like and what you don't. Now, I have several of these Merit Signature Lip Sheer Lip Liners. I love them. This shade in Capricorn is too deep for me. It would be great on deeper skin tones, so I would not pick the shade, but I like this formula actually. I know it gets some criticism for being sheer and sort of like a lipstick, but I don't know. I don't mind it. So anyway, I just wanted to give you my quick thoughts and show you what some of those look like on me in case you've been eyeing up this set yourself. So I spent $24 on the mini sized Tatcha the Dewy Milk Moisturizer. This is their new moisture product. So not economical, but you know, I didn't want to get stuck with the big one just in case because my skin is so sensitive. So this is supposed to sit in between their two existing moisturizers, which is actually perfect for someone like me who's not extremely oily, but not dry either. It's supposed to be a lightweight, kind of creamy, milky fluid for balancing oily combination skin. It's probably really nice for normal skin too. And it's supposed to give your skin a bouncy, dewy look. Now, before I used it, I thought it was going to be way too dewy looking, but it really does just look nice and hydrated. I was also a little bit nervous about the pore situation because they focus on that with the water cream and they don't really say anything about that with this, but I felt like my pores looked nice with this after I applied it. It sinks into my skin really, really nicely. It's just a beautiful, nice, light, fluid type of product. There is a scent, but it's just light. It's not overpowering or anything like that. I mean, can you see that hydration? But it's not greasy. Why can I get my face to shine in these lights, but I can't get my hand? There you go. It's just a healthy hydration, which I'm all about, especially under makeup, and it just wears beautifully, especially in the heat and humidity that I've had. It's not sticky, it's not tacky, and it settles in nicely. So you want something a little bit more than the water cream and a little bit less than, why am I blanking on the other one? Dewy Skin Cream, is that what it is? I don't use that one because it's a little bit much for me. This would be the one for you. It's really nice. Amika recently launched the Frizz Me Not Hydrating Anti-Frizz Treatment, which I was a little bit confused about because I am an avid user of the Shield, which is also an anti-frizz humidity spray. I mean, I live in the humidity capital of America. I have to use something for frizz even though I have fine hair. So I was confused about the differences. So this is supposed to be a 2-in-1 hydrating leave-in and smoothing treatment that seals in moisture. It protects your hair from heat up to 450 degrees, and it's supposed to lock out frizz for up to 72 hours and help smooth and add hydration. It's also supposed to protect against humidity and increase shine and manageability. So they say this is for all hair textures, straight, curly, wavy, whatever you have, and that it's for medium to thick hair. I have fine hair. I've been using this. I don't feel like this weighs my hair down. And as far as I could see, the Shield does pretty much the same thing in the aerosol form, and it's made for all hair textures and hair types, even fine hair. It just doesn't have the leave-in conditioning, smoothing, shining properties. It protects hair up to 450 degrees and locks out frizz for 72 hours. It protects from humidity. It does all of those things and helps with shine, but it just doesn't have the conditioning part. So I would say if you have very, very fine hair that gets weighed down really, really easily, maybe stick with the Shield. But if you want that extra condition conditioning, that leave-in conditioner part of it, then this would be the product for you. But I've actually had great luck with both of them. I did pass this on to Brooke, my daughter, who has more frizz, wavier hair than I do, and whose hair isn't quite as fine as mine, since, you know, she needs a frizz product and I'm happy with the Shield. So I just wanted to give you my perspective that there are two products out there now, so you can decide which is best for you. But I have tried them both and they both work for me. I think this one might be a little bit stronger, so there's that, but you know, they're both good. This may be a longer video than I thought it was going to be, but we had a lot to go over. Have you tried any of these? If you have, let me know in the comments down below. I would love it if you would give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, if you found it helpful. Subscribe if you're not already. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!